Hey guys, it's Justine Hernandez with Passion Style Purpose, living life not by default, but by design. So today I want to talk to you about altars and what are they and how can you utilize them to manifest and to set more intentions in your life. So let's jump in, shall we? Okay. So what is an altar? Now for me, if you're anything like me, I grew up in a church and stuff like that. So my first initial exposure to altars was a place to go and pray, a place where you can pray to the divine, to God, to the universe, multiple ways that you can create an altar. So altars are just sacred places for you to be intentional about what it is that you're wanting to manifest in your life. And I'm going to show you a couple little things that I do and how I set up my altars and all that fun jazz. So yes, altars are just intentional places that you can either manifest, things that you want to manifest in whatever area of your life, or it's an area of prayer and devotion and things like that. So there's secret spaces that you put all over your home. So question for you. Do you have a mantle and it has like photos and like little things like that, or your dresser, the top of your dresser has little knickknacks and like maybe jewelry boxes and like all that kind of stuff? So those are all like altars in a sense, because you place things with intention in those particular environments. And so I'm going to show you a little bit what I use and what I do to set an altar, because before I was actually quite nervous to add altars to my mix, because when I was first like in this spiritual journey, I was always like, oh my gosh, an altar, it's so taboo, like, oh my gosh. But the more I learned about an altar and its intention behind it, it gave me more of that freedom to really like, oh, I can create this sacred space like for my money, like the intention for what it is that I want to manifest or cultivate. And it helps you process what is it really that I want that would make me happy, or my goals or things like that, instead of moving through life like just like a robot. Having altars or putting things in your home and your environment with intention is so powerful, because it gives you, it's kind of like you're guiding the energy or guiding your path of what it is that you're wanting to experience and cultivate. So why not always have it be high vibrational and cultivating good and happy things? We're going to talk about how to protect your energy, okay? And this is really important for people, especially if you are very sensitive to other people's energy and you tend to take things on and you don't even realize it. Or maybe you're one of those people that you can be happy-go-lucky, and if you're in a room that feels odd, it might impact you and lower your energy down, and you might feel that way. So what I like to talk about, what I like to do is I like to protect my energy from any, it's kind of like energy haters, you know what I mean? Like, if that's the best way to describe it. Like, you're in this frequency, and then as you're elevating yourself, you have like these energy haters trying to keep you down in that lower frequency. So what we're going to do is I'm gonna set you guys up and show you how to protect your energy. Is I want you to put your hands over your heart like this, okay? And take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth through a sigh. And we're gonna do this 3 times, okay? And what this will do is help you ground you into your body. Usually when we're going out, doing crazy stuff, getting busy, blah, 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 we're not always fully in our body. And so doing this exercise will help you ground into your body and then protect it, okay? So just go ahead and close your eyes and put your hand over your heart and take a deep breath through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now notice that subtle shift of how you're in your body now, right? Okay. For you to envision a beautiful cord coming from heaven, from God, from source, from the universe, from your higher self, your guides, whoever you believe in, okay? whatever your belief system is. It doesn't really matter. It's just about what are you connected with, okay? Bring in that light from above into the top of your head and seeing it come in through your whole body, all the way down into the third eye, down into your sinus area, down your throat, esophagus, to your heart, to your stomach, your solar plexus, down into the root, and seeing it as you're sitting down and seeing that light come through the tailbone of your body, okay? You can do that, or you can envision the light going all the way through the bottom of your feet and going through into the ground. And just seeing that light go into the core of the earth and hold onto it. Kind of like there's this ball of energy in the middle of the earth and you just grasp onto it like this, okay? And like a root. And seeing that light. So now you are fully connected. And then you can call in your angels, your guides, your higher self, and God. So you can go ahead and do that now. And I'll just say mine out loud. I call upon my higher self, my guides, and my angels. I ask that you come into this space. I welcome you into this space now. I ask that you surround me in a bubble of white light. And so as you're asking your guides and all your peoples, your spirit team, to just envision this bubble of light that you're in, okay? And it can be however way it manifests for you. It doesn't have to be like how I'm saying it, just however way it looks, okay? So just envision yourself in a bubble of white light. Envision them putting you in a bubble of white light protection. And I like to put a layer of mirrors, and mirrors that are reflecting outward into the universe and reflecting any negative lower vibration that is not for my best and highest good at this time. And then I also ask that you put me in a bubble of pink light that is for love and connection. You put in a bubble of pink light surrounding me so that I can also be protected, but in love, okay? And that all things that I am stepping into is for my best and highest good. And thank you. And so it is in all times, dimension, and space. So the reason why I visualize these different layers is so that I'm putting these things in place, these safeguards, not saying like I need to be super weary and worried that, you know, someone's going to come after me or whatever like that. It's just more of protecting your energy body, because your energy body needs that love and support like your physical body does, okay? And as we're clearing energy and letting go of stuff, it kicks up stuff. So you want to make sure as those energies are being kicked up, you are being fully supported and protected so that you don't have to, I guess in a sense, go through that frequency, that lesson over and over again. Because you've already done it, you've completed it, and now it's time to let it go and take out the trash kind of thing. You see what I'm saying? So, all right, that is how you protect your energy and ground it so that you can go ahead and start setting up. So after we've done our prayer, our protection, and just setting our intentions of what we want to cultivate for our little altar space, this is some of the tools that I use to help set up my altar, especially for like the new moon and for the full moon. Great times to do this particular ritual and setting intentions. Okay, so I have here obviously a metal bowl. It doesn't have to be metal, it can be anything. I just prefer metal. A white towel. So for me, white represents clarity, purity, and new beginnings. So I'm very intentional about the colors that I wear personally, as well as what I use in my tools. And you don't have to be as particular as I am. This is just for me and what I like to do. Okay, so I have Florida water. Florida water is amazing. So here we go. Florida water is amazing. I use this for my spiritual baths as well as cleaning any spiritual areas, okay? You can find this at a Latina store. They also have some locally in the Virginia Beach area. And if you're not in Virginia Beach, you can always, or in San Diego, you can always go on Amazon and they sell them. Rose water. Rose water is one of my ultimate favorite ways to uplift energy in a space. especially like setting intentional areas. Okay. And I even spray it on myself as well because I love it. And then I have some hot water here to pour in my bowl. I have my crystals that I like to set intention. Since we're going to be working with the money area, my altar for money, we're going to use these crystals to set our intentions. So I have citrine, which is about abundance and prosperity, and amethyst, which is one of my favorite stones. It's just about wisdom and abundance and things like that as well. And manifestation, because purple is a color of manifestation. As you can tell, I'm wearing purple because we're working on manifesting today. The intentional colors. And then we have sage. Sage is a great way to clear energy as well. So we're using a lot of tools to clear energy out of the space. And that's good. We want fresh new energy so that we can imprint it with what we want to cultivate. And if you don't know anything about this, if you don't like sage, this is called Palo Santo. And Palo Santo is a Brazilian wood. It's very sacred. And I love Palo Santo. It's an amazing smell of like sweet smelling of wood. And then I have a white candle. Once again, white is about purity, new beginnings, and setting like clear intentions. And so I like to light a candle to set my intentions as well. And then lastly, this is the card deck I chose to use, which is personal power. These, as you can tell, like I really love affirmation cards because what they do is affirm what you already know and helping you kind of reassure yourself. So here is my deck of cards that I'm going to set an intention of what it is that I would like to cultivate for my particular space. So these are the tools that I use. So we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and pour our water. And we don't necessarily need all of the water. Like this is a good amount because it's a small area. And then I put 3 droplets of the Florida water. Obviously, it's not really droplets. It's more of like big dropolas. So this is what I do is I'll usually put my hands over the water and I bless it with my intention and just envision just how we did our protection. Just envision yourself channeling. And then when I say channel, envision a beautiful white light coming from the top of your head, coming from source, from God, from your angels or your higher self, whatever you believe in, and feel the energy from the top of your head flow through your hands because you are just a conduit. You're messing with the water's energy by setting your intention, and we know that when you set intention, the water molecules change, which is good because we want positive vibes and good energy. So I'm just envisioning that light, and right now I'm envisioning light coming through the palms of my hands, through the palms right here, in that I'm infusing the water with love, with prosperity and abundance, and what it is that I'm wanting to cultivate, and just envisioning what that looks like for me, not what it looks like right now, but what it's going to feel and look like when I have what it is that I'm wanting to cultivate. And you want to infuse that in the water, okay? So once I do that, I have my cloth, and I'm just wetting it like normal. And then we'll start our cleaning, okay? So we'll start cleaning our stuff. Okay, so here is the next area that I wanted to share is my altar for my everyday life. A lot of very simple kind of stuff. I don't like to be over the top and over extravagant, but then it's just turns into a dust collecting like extravaganza, and I don't want to deal with that. So I don't like having to clean a ton, you know what I mean, if I can just keep things minimal. So first and foremost, we go ahead and take things down. So this particular altar is bringing in all the elements, but it's all about like being happy where I'm at in my place, and growth, which is what plants represent, growth. And I have this beautiful goddess and connecting with the feminine. So for me, this is like was my time of like connecting with my feminine, meaning like having time period where things are really slow and easygoing, which I'm so used to coming from a city. You know, everything's fast paced and moving quickly and doing stuff and blah, 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 blah. When I first moved to Virginia, everything was a different pace. It was like so slow. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to really learn how to be in my feminine energy and just really go with the flow and to not push things. And that was such a lesson for me to learn. And so that is what I was cultivating, more of my feminine energy and my power. And so these, I always forget what they're called. Moonstone, there we go. I believe it's moonstone, which is for female energy. And I have things, I always have crystals in pairs, like these type of like tumblers. It's really good to have them in pairs. It brings in that whole balance of masculine and feminine. And of course I have my Himalayan salt lamp, which I love. I have, I usually recommend them in office spaces to create that energy and clearing out the air. And then this is always like my area, my altar, where I put like my intentional, where I do my intentional Mondays and where I set the intention for the week over here. Because like I said, this is like about my everyday life, you know. So I got my plant here and this awesome sign that my girl Courtney got me from the Z team. I was really grateful for this awesome piece. She did really, she knows me. She got me a good little piece and I love it. Okay. And then, of course, I have like my little stick here for like incense or my sage or Palo Santo, but you can tell, look at how dirty it is. So if you look at this, look at how dirty my altar is. And that doesn't reflect good energy, you know? Like I said, you want to keep everything high vibrational and vibrant. And so it's been a minute since I cleaned this, so this is perfect timing for the new moon. So you just go ahead and clean all this energy off right here with the intention of releasing all that is no longer serving me for my best and highest good. This over here, this area, it's just mainly like my books and stuff that I study, that I've studied over the years. And so this is just more of like my everyday life kind of stuff. And this is kind of, this area represents how I want to be known and how, what is it? How I want to be known and how do I share my light in the world, okay? So if this is something that you're working on, even for your business, things like that, this is a great area to enhance. If that's the area in your life that you're wanting to manifest. And that is associated with the South. So just FYI, for your reference. Okay, so now that this area is clean and it's beautiful, we're gonna go ahead and sage the energy there. It kind of has like a little dark spot. Maybe I should clean that too. Clean the dark spots. So if you really want to get all into it, you can actually clean your walls with the Florida water. And so it just depends on what it is that you're wanting to cultivate. So I'm going to go ahead and burn my sage with the intention of releasing what is no longer serving me, which is good. You want all that good energy, those good vibes, everything intentional and vibrant and happy, which is what we want. Okay. So after that is all good and ready to go, okay, there. We're going to go ahead and start putting items in here that I still want. So, all right. And I also clean my items as well. I like to clean them as a way of saying that I am clearing all the old energy that is not serving me anymore for my best and highest good. And I just go ahead and clean it off. And then place it where I want to put it at. And then I have this beautiful plant that I love this plant. This plant's awesome. I just love that I can put this in a vase of water and just put a plant in there and then be happy as a clam. Aha. So, and then always love working with my feminine energy. Okay. And then I have my Intentional Monday cards. I'm going to put them right there. And then I got these really beautiful new stones from one of my good friends, Christy. So I'm going to put this particular stone, which is like a fossil. It's really pretty. So what it represents, so I have the piece of paper. So what it represents is connection with nature, grounding, knowledge, past lives, opportunities, self-discovery, growth, new beginnings, protection, self-discipline, sense of purpose, spiritual awakening, transformation, and wisdom, which is all the things that I, in a sense, I'm known for. So I'm going to put this crystal there as intention for what I'm cultivating and being known for in the world. All right, and then I have my books, World Religions, that a friend let me borrow, so I'm reading that right now. Also the Tao Ching, a couple books, my life purpose cards. Okay, and so the next thing I'm gonna add to my bunch is my incense burner. Let me set this right here. And I love my incense burner. The reason why I got it in yellow, because it's just about burning away burning stuff away and standing more in your power, which is like my mantra. I'm all about standing in your power and learning how to do that and how to cultivate that. Okay, so before we finish, then I'm gonna go ahead and get my Himalayan salt lamp. I think I might. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this and move this out of here. So this is the beautiful thing about redoing your altars or redoing sacred spaces, is that you can re-energize it. And what used to fit there before may not fit there now. And that's okay, because this is always changing and evolving, which is what we want. All right, guys. So that is how you set up your altar for two different areas. So for everyday life and for more intentional areas, meaning like wealth and prosperity. So yeah, if you want to learn more, feel free to message me or look me up on Facebook at passionstylepurpose.com. I also am having this amazing workshop at the Annex in Virginia Beach called How to Raise Your Vibe in 2020. So I'm going to be teaching you all my my feng shui secrets, all my secrets about how to do energy clearings, clear your body, and create a space in your environment that reflects what you want to cultivate in 2020. So you so much love and blessings your way as per usual. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the year. And I'll talk to you soon.